Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are taking a look at Greebles, the circus gremlin from the clown episode of Cars on the Road. And he was a new 2022 release, and he has already been released in 2023 in Case B. And personally, this was my favorite on the road release of 2022. So let's get into it. I did get this fella for Christmas. I did temporarily go over him in my Christmas haul video. I tried to go kind of in depth on him, but I figured I might as well give him his very own video so I can compare him to some other cars and just fully admire this absolute masterpiece of a car. He made his first appearance in the artwork on the front cover of some book. You could kind of see him like that. And he may have not had the clown nose. I don't exactly remember, but what I do remember thinking is that he was going to be some kind of, what do you call it? Some kind of like old muscle car, and I was getting really excited. And then some images dropped from, I believe, the San Diego Comic-Con of Greebles and like a display, and then that's when everyone was kind of able to confirm or realize that this was a gremlin. Some people were a little bit mad at that moment, realizing like why they bring the gremlin back. It was also the same time that K. Pellegrino was first revealed, so some people were a little bit mad about that, but I think that's settled and can fully appreciate Greebles, because I mean, the Gremlins didn't only exist in Cars 2, they existed outside of Cars 2, and Cars 2 is kind of like a Mater's tall tale anyway, so I mean, who's really to say? Greebles is of course a clown, so he has like I want to call it a white base, but I can't exactly. I think it's more of like a really, really light tan. You can't see it incredibly well on the camera, but it is indeed like a white. That isn't like the light reflecting off of the car. It's actually that color. It's actually very close to that color. The camera's never able to get it exact. But that is what the car looks like. That it is like a very, very faint yellow tint on white. So his front hood is that, as well as his eyes. He has really big eyes, which was another kind of a gripe from some people at first, but I actually really love those on him. You also have the kind of white, whatever you want to call it, coming on back on a stripe that doesn't last very long. It's kind of cut off. It's got yellow wheels. This is a kind of different gremlin. I haven't looked at all the clown cars, but I'm gonna take a guess, actually, because he is also raised up off of the ground. If you compare it to, of course, we're going to look at all the gremlins I have, or all the release gremlins I have. I do have a few customs that I won't be including in here. I also won't be including like Toga Gremlin or Stefan Gremsky, because they've got all the torches and stuff. But if you compare it like a Grem was fully on the ground, whereas Greebles both, or at least his rear tires are raised up, and I believe that his front tires are raised up. So if you compare the front, you can see, yeah, that he is kind of raised up. He doesn't have that front bumper that all the other Gremlins have, but he is pretty much raised up. He has all these wild shades of pink and red and purple, and also a little bit of yellow in there, with like this random interesting stripe design that goes all the way back. And when that stripe design gets to the back, it kind of goes away and it goes into like a pink and red, kind of like a tire design. You can also see a kind of tire design on the top. That is the same design on both sides. His eyes are green. He also has a really nice touch right here. It's like a little spoiler. You can kind of see that on some of the other Gremlins. You can see on Grem, that is almost like a part of the roof rack, but the rest of the roof rack gets cut off, so it's more like a spoiler. And I really love the look of that. He, of course, has the clown nose, and he has, the engine intake. That's what I was thinking about in my Kirsten Marshall video. I'm trying to figure out what that is. It's the engine intake, I believe, right? He's got the Gremlin logo right there, just like all the other Gremlins do. And this is a very nice car. I absolutely love the look of him. The raised look of the Gremlin, the big eyes, engine intake, which the other Gremlins don't have. Kind of like, actually, he's frowning. I haven't even realized that until now. That's unfortunate. Poor guy. He does have a couple appearances in the episode itself. So once again, not a random car that Mattel decided to invent. So let's take a look at him with all the other Gremlins. See, All the other Gremlins are, I believe, the exact same model. They're not like gray stuff. There isn't any kind of like changes. I am just now realizing that my Grem is missing a mirror. Is this supposed to be part of the diecast? And not too long ago, I think I had an extra, no, I had an extra Acer. So I was about to be mad at myself. I hadn't realized that the mirror for this guy got kind of broken off. No biggie. Not really a deal breaker. We got J. Kirby Gremlin. He's also got like a yellow stripe. Something amazing about J. Kirby to me is that he hasn't been released since his original release in 2013. He got that singular release in 2013 and he hasn't been seen since, which is unfortunate because I really do like J. Kirby. I don't remember if I reviewed him or not. I may have a long time ago. Then you've got Don Gremlin. An interesting release. He's like a violet, dark bluish purple. He is definitely a purple, not a blue. You can't, it does look blue on the video, but in real life it is more like an indigo. So very in between. Then last but definitely not least, probably my personal favorite Gremlin. We've also got Tyler Gremlin. He's a bright red with like a really angry expression. Looks absolutely awesome. But out of like those four, if I had to choose, I'd probably go with Greebles. He is the most different, but he also does, in my opinion, just look overall the best. I think that lack of the front bumpers, he's also got that going for him. He looks a lot smoother, if you know what I mean. And that's pretty much it for my boy Greebles. He's got the 2 pink mirrors still on. They're not breaking off any. Oh, actually, they're kind of soft, so I won't play around with those anymore. I'm not gonna take any chances. And yeah. I mean, you have a couple other circus cars, like you got the Circus Pity, as well as the Circus Biplane. You don't have a whole lot of circus cars yet, but we do know that May Pillar Durev will be released later in 2023, probably sooner than later. And I'm going to take a wild guess, and I'm going to assume we're probably going to get at least another clown or two this year, because it's easy for Mattel to milk. I don't be mad at that. I hope they make 4 or 5 different clowns. There is like a mini racer clown coming, but as far as I know, that one isn't being released as a 155 to my knowledge yet. Maybe it will be. Hope it is, but I don't know. And yeah, this time for real, that's it on Greebles. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.